Welcome back, everyone. This is ZB Philly Sports Podcast, episode 15, our Hal Greer episode. Zach, you want to get started with the Phillies?
Yeah. Big news. A couple days ago, maybe last night. Bryce Harper won
Yeah, last night.
his a, a lot of silver sluggers. I know he has
Yeah.
a good bit. His fourth.
Oh, wow.
And a crazy stat on that is he has won 4 silver sluggers in 3 different positions. 2 in outfield, 2015 and 2021. Last year's as a DH, and then this year he won it as the first baseman.
Wow.
So that was a pretty cool little.
I wonder if anyone
stat.
else has anything similar to that. You know what I mean?
I don't know, but it's just cool how sports you have those cool little stats.
Right.
I also wanted to bring this up because he was also a Philly. So people, I told you, I don't know how many people know this. I know ESPN put something out, but the Reds had a little visitation for the late great Pete Rose over the weekend. Our store was open, so I had to work it. Great showing. I something I'm actually very surprised on. A lot of Phillies jerseys, a lot of baby blue Phillies jerseys, a couple pinstripes, which was pretty cool to see. That
Yeah, that is.
There
really
was
cool.
even a couple Montreal Expos jersey. He did play there for I think 1 or 2 seasons.
People were just in their bags.
Yeah. I forget the guy's name. And I'm sorry if he's watching this. I didn't mention it to him, but I don't know if he will see this. One of a customer that came in, great guy, had a great conversation with him. He actually told me this other cool little tidbit, stat kind of thing of it just shows you how weird baseball can get. Pete Rose is one of the only baseball players to play on a full, if you went through his full career, you can put him on a squad of all Hall of Famers, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You have the Great 8 in Cincinnati, you have Johnny Bench, you have and that even goes into the manager. Like the manager was a Hall of Fame manager during the Big Red Machine. You have Joe Morgan, you've got all those guys, Concepcion. You can put any of those guys in there. Then you have Mike Schmidt from our Phillies over at third. I forget the outfield guys' names. Steve Carlton. He's also a Hall of Famer that played with Bench. But I thought those 2 stats, it's you don't see those.
Right. No, that's really cool.
In basketball, I don't think you could put a certain guy that has played. You can put him on all NBA teams, but
yeah, it's
that he actually played with each one of these guys, and they all went to be in the Hall of Fame.
It's kind of like a LeBron stat per se.
Yeah, it's kind of
LeBron has played with a lot of people, but LeBron played with most of them past their prime. I don't know about Pete Rose. I'm sure they were mostly in their prime still.
Well, he won 3 champions? He won 2 with all the Cincinnati guys, and then he won 1 with the Phillies. So obviously, they want 2 out of the prime.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken,
I feel baseball players' primes last the longest out of most sports.
You can be in your late 30s and still be in your prime.
Yeah.
But I feel like
what
baseball
was it,
guys,
Nolan Ryan, who's pitching forever?
Yeah, I was gonna say guys they go forever, and then once they're finally out of their prime, they're like, okay, I guess I can retire now.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I've had enough.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I've had one bad year. I'm gone.
But back to the Phillies.
Yep.
Another award, Zach Wheeler, Paul Skeens, and Chris Sale are up for Cy Young Award.
That's
Hopefully,
crazy.
hopefully Zach Wheeler wins. It is crazy that Skeens is up there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right.
He's a generational talent. Like
Yeah.
everyone talks about Shohei. I think
Yeah.
as a pitcher, if you compare the pitching stats together, I would go Skeens over
Oh,
because
100%.
everyone's talking about how Otani potentially next year with him coming back as a pitcher that he can win because of course he's up for I think Silver Slugger, MVP, like all that.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. Otani, I think it's mostly because he can also hit so well and steal so many bases. Like, he's an all-around amazing baseball player. Skeens is the better pitcher.
yeah, I feel like he could be the first one um to win a people not me sorry I should say I think that he could potentially be a Cy Young and a Silver Slugger
Yeah.
um just because he is Shohei, but it, I would take his pitching. I would take Skeen's pitching over. Like I
Yeah.
think,
I think
of
most
course,
people would agree with
he's
you.
gonna be the number one, the person to win three. Like he's gonna win um MVP next year. He's gonna win a Silver Slugger next year, and he's probably gonna win Cy Young next year.
Yeah.
Just because,
Yeah.
But I feel like it should be Skeens. And it's
Yeah.
gonna I feel like these awards are starting to turn into like the Heisman's where it's just like
Yeah.
you could have had Stroud a couple years ago. You could have had not that he was good enough, but you could have argued a case for McCarthy last year
I'd say Blake
as a
Corum over
Heisman,
McCarthy.
but or Blake Coleman. But who was it last year?
I don't even remember.
Was
Was it Marvin Harrison?
I think it? No, it wasn't Marvin.
I,
It was
hold
a
on.
quarterback. JD Daniels.
Oh yeah.
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
It's such a quarterback.
Yeah, it's a quarterback
Like
award.
like you
Like
could have
the
had
MVP has
Marvin.
kind of become a quarterback award in the
Yeah,
NFL too.
you could have had Marvin. You could have Blake Coleman. Again, like I said, you could have CJ Stroud a couple years ago. Like even back when Barkley was still in college, you could have made a case for Barkley to have
Yeah.
um, a chance for that Cy Young, but or not Heisman.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
getting
what you
my
mean. Yeah.
I'm getting my awards mixed up.
We're talking about many different sports right now.
Yeah, it's
But
just
yeah,
I
go
don't know.
ahead.
It's just it's gonna start turning into like it doesn't mean anything anymore. Like
Yeah.
yes, Bryce won Silver Slugger, but again, who are gonna put Pete Alonso over him? Pete Alonso didn't
Right.
hit until the postseason. He went on
Right.
like a 29 game no home run streak or something like that, and the first home run he hit squeaked over the wall in Milwaukee. Um, who won the Gold Glove over Bryce? You had what?
I don't know.
Christian Walker.
Yeah.
Is he really gonna win a Silver Slugger too? Like it's just kind of like yeah, Bryce is the best, but who's the popular? Bryce Harper. Bryce
Right.
Harper is at the top. Like I didn't see all who won it.
Neither did I.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But
This is my
but
first time
again,
looking at the awards. Like who's top 3 and whatever. Paul Skeens is also top 3 in Rookie of the Year. The other two are both named Jackson. MVP is Otani, Lindor, and Marte.
Otani has that.
Yeah.
What are we? No. I'm gonna try to
And
look up
over
Silver
in the
Sluggers.
American League, it's Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, and Bobby Witt Jr.
Vlad, of course, winning at first base over
Yeah.
Altuve, which in the AL for second baseman, I thought you could have won a little bit better. Bobby Witt, that's Francisco. Those two, I don't have anything. Jose, I think Jose Ramirez. I think you can just automatically put him at third every year.
Yeah.
Manning, Judge, you're gonna put there. Soto one. Anthony Santander. I guess. I don't have any
I don't
like.
watch enough of other teams to really give input on who should have won it. I don't know. It's a little
I don't
difficult.
have too much to like disagree here.
It's nothing this year is like, oh, he was robbed. It's none of that really.
Yeah. Other than a
Yeah,
couple of the Gold Glove, like I feel like at least one of the Phillies you could have made cases for two of the four. Like,
I agree.
but I think going back on that, I think Stott's batting average kind of played a part in his Gold Glove, even though it's not supposed to. I
Yeah,
feel
I
like they
agree.
kind of looked at he had a bad year at the plate, and
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh, well, he had a bad year all around." Like, yeah, he did
because
make
if anyone deserves a Gold Glove strictly for defense, it's
it's
Johan
Stott
Rojas.
or yo Rohan, yeah.
Yeah, and he wasn't
Even
even nominated.
I was gonna say even Marsh. Marsh made like
Yeah,
three spectacular plays and still made like yeah. I think Stott booted a couple plays. Stott
yeah,
got off his feet a little too early on a couple plays. But I don't know. Again,
yeah.
who knows of Stott other than Philly people? Not many. So
Right.
did you see we got a new GM now?
Yes. I was talking about this at work, and I was like, why does Mattingly sound familiar? And then it was explained to me why it sounds familiar.
His dad played in. His dad was one of the best to play.
Yeah,
He was a Yankee. I don't think he was.
I don't
Where
know.
did he coach? He also coached for somewhere. Was it the Marlins?
I got it. You can talk about it.
Um, Not much to talk about. Other than
Yep, Marlins. It looks like
yeah.
Blue Jays and Yankees, maybe. Coach the Blue Jays. Oh,
Hmm.
he is currently the bench coach for the Blue Jays.
Oh, gotcha. So that's pretty cool. Um, Not much to talk on it though. Hopefully uh he gets us to
Yeah.
where we want to go.
Sam Fold pursuing his MBA and will return in a couple years. So it's kind of like an interim thing, but you know
Yeah.
the timetable for it.
Um, I feel like it's there's something else to go with this, but the Phillies have made it notice that they want to shake up this organization. They want
Yeah.
to
Um
I don't know if you had this, but I'm going to speak on it because I don't know. Uh, it seems like they're disappointed that they have not gotten a ring.
oh yeah.
Uh, and Bryce
We've
Harper's
been talking about that for weeks.
okay. Um, and the Bryce Harper era. So I think they want to shake it up, and they want this year to be the year that
Yeah.
they go and get that ring.
So to aid that, the Phillies raised close to $500 million in capital from its three new investors.
On Soto.
Yep, it's Juan
That's all
Soto
I'm gonna
money.
say.
Yeah,
That's all I'm gonna say. That can
but
bet
at
that
the
can
same
pay
time,
for
we
his
talk about
15
Juan
years.
Soto all the time. I won't be mad with Teoscar and a few other people.
You can go get both of them.
Yeah, but then what are we
If
going to do with Marsh?
if you want to make a splash, well, Marsh and Rojas will split time in center. They're both great center fielders.
So what happens with Casty?
He's due up. There's two guys that you could say, what about these guys that are due for contracts next year, and I don't know if you sign them.
Yeah,
Nick and Schwarber, let them
yeah.
all. Trade them away. You can
So
trade. You can trade Schwarber to someone and be like, hey, this guy has a humongous bat on him.
Yeah.
There's part of your shakeup. Nick Castellanos can play every game for you guys next year and is a mediocre hitter.
Yeah.
His defense has switched here. He's now both sides of the ball he can play on. There's your shakeup. The $500 million you raise can go straight to Soto too.
Yeah. I said I didn't want to get into rumors and stuff right away, but I did see rumors of Trout as well.
Oof.
Yeah, the Angels are apparently looking to reset everything.
Oh, bring the young bull home. Love that. I have
But
not
like,
seen
if
that.
we
So.
have Trout, it's pretty much guaranteed we won't have Schwarber for very long.
Yeah, but
Like, if we get Trout, Castellanos or Schwarber are definitely gone. I don't know how MLB trades work all that well, but like, are there multi-team trades often? Kind of often?
no,
Okay. I didn't think so, but
I haven't seen one in a while.
yeah. All right. You have any other like inside the organization stuff?
No, I did remember them getting. Did we talk about them getting new investors? 5 new investors, 3 new investors.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
from their investors, they got money from it. That's all
Yeah.
we really said.
So I didn't know if we might have talked. That might have came out last podcast. Actually, we might have talked about that on the last podcast.
Maybe. I don't know.
All the podcasts are just
Yeah.
off a
Yep.
former podcast.
Another like not other team. What's the word? Rumor. The Phillies they're like assigned scouts for overseas. 2 Japanese pitchers, I believe. Yamiori. Checking out Yamiori Giants right-handed pitcher. Tomoyuki Sugano.
Mm-hmm. They're both supposed to be.
Roki Sasaki.
Yeah, Sasaki's going to be like the who was it last year?
Yamamoto.
Not Koda. Yamamoto, the Dodgers guy.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be like him. Like, if we're getting into our off-season thoughts now,
Yeah.
okay. I just want to make sure before I went down.
Yeah. I'm done with everything else.
I hate what baseball teams are starting to do. I hate going after this pitcher wants to come play in the States. Let's just go crazy in on him.
Yeah.
Yamamoto's a good pitcher. Is a great pitcher.
But I also don't think he has lived up to the expectations people put on him.
Yes. Everyone thinks that they're gonna get a Shohei talent, it seems like.
Yeah.
Like they go right after him first and then they come back to oh well, this guy's there. This guy's there. And a lot of like the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, and Mets, but they're all looking at those Japanese guys. Again, I'm not in the Phillies organization or anything like this. I think that if all those teams are going that way, I feel like we could possibly set our sights on Juan Soto and have 8 meetings with him. Also, I have something pulled up over here that kind of disagrees with that, but I want to disagree with that. That you could set this meeting up, you could set that meeting up. You can have Bryce on the phone. You could have because him and Bryce played back in the National.
But like I said, Turner as well, Schwarber as well, Kevin Long as well.
If you're keeping Schwarber, well, you're thinking that at the moment. Bring them over, put them all on a call, have him talk, be like, "Oh, if it was a great place to play." Remember this moment.
Huh? If he's still living in New York, that doesn't even have to be a call. Make the hour and a half drive to New York.
He might be, with home and family. Like you don't know where he's a multimillionaire. He might have a house here, a house there. Well, you know,
right?
do that. Make the point of, hey, we'll set up this meeting with you. Have all those guys come with you. Okay, Bryce is telling him about this moment when they play together. Schwarber can be talking about that, like all those guys can be talking
Yeah,
and bringing those moments and be like, we can relive those here in Philly.
yeah.
Come on over.
It would be beneficial if like the Sixers were doing well and they could go to a Sixers game. Or maybe
Exactly.
they'll go, wait, is it in Washington or in Philly tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, let's check. Power of having two computers. It
Green.
is. You're gonna get that faster than I am, probably.
Yep, it is in Philly.
So
They should go to the Eagles game. Show them
if you go to the Eagles,
how Philly fans act.
yeah. But from Daniel Judge Apport tweeted this 2 days ago, which it's a lie of not a TikTok of a tweet. Says kind of former New York Yankee Juan Soto has narrowed down his free agent search to 4 teams: Red Sox, Yankees, Mets, Dodgers.
How does he know
Soto
this?
could sign as soon as tomorrow, per source.
Okay.
That was 2 days ago. Let's see if he posted anything else. Oh, he's the Athletic, and it looks like I've never heard this guy, and I'm going through his Twitter, and it seems like he's all Boston.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
he might not be a reliable source. He also posted something saying Streets saying T. Higgins going to be a Patriot. Okay. Anyway, so I don't know. I feel like maybe we should go after this guy. Maybe we shouldn't. Like, there's just
Yeah.
so
I don't
many
know.
free agents out there still.
As we say all the time, all we can do is wait and see.
Yeah.
We can make our guesses and everything, but we just
And
have to
all
wait.
you guys can do is sit and watch us and wait till
Yep.
I'm just waiting for the first big free agent.
Yeah.
You might see
Like-
me looking here. Might see me looking here. It's all because I have
Notifications for all that.
notification of
Yeah.
this breaking news, that breaking news. I'm on Twitter.
I've already got 2 or 3 things that have happened since we started recording that I'm waiting to bring up till later.
Yeah, I know where you're one I've seen. But like,
Yeah.
I'm just scrolling through Twitter, making sure that I'm not missing any free agents, and I was refreshing.
While we're on the free agent talk, though, rumors of multiple rival executives predict the Phillies will sign Alex Bregman, and then there's projected contracts from a few different places.
I saw that. I think it's stupid.
I don't know. I honestly
Miller?
can't tell you how good of a third baseman he is, but at the same time, he is older, I believe, right?
Yes, great defensively, does not have a bat. And
They
and
might
you're wanting-
be bringing him in just to help shape Miller.
but you're gonna bring him in for 6 years.
I saw that. That's just predictions, though. We truly don't know.
I think in all those positions, I think 6 years, maybe 5 is the lowest.
Yeah, it was 5, 6, 7, 7, 7.
If they bring, or what I want him to do, or want them to do, bring him in as a prove it deal. Give him 1 year. Be like, you need to prove it to us.
Even if
you
it's
need
a
to
1
prove
plus
that.
1 like Hoskins had.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna bring it up to our other third baseman.
I forgot I have 2 more things that aren't free agency related.
Okay.
I know we've been talking about this guy for a while. Phillies tailgate again. All of your source, that's my sources. He posted 24 minutes ago Andrew Painter's final stat line from the 2024 as NFL League. 6 games, 15.2 innings pitched, 10 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 home run, 4 walks, 18 strikeouts with a 2.30 ERA and a .89 for WHIP.
Nice.
That's great. All this starting pitcher talk might be a void point if we can bring Painter back. Again, you can move one of the guys to the bullpen that we have there.
Yeah.
So we have that to bring us into free agency talk too. I want to make sure I put that out there, and then also, I don't know if we talked about this last week. I don't know if it came out last week or this week. Did you see that Rojas is going to be playing in the Dominican Winter League?
No, I did not.
He's going to be participating in some kind of Winter League. So
Nice.
he will be getting bats during the off season.
Yeah.
I believe he said he was going to be staying in Florida.
Yeah.
At the spring
Right.
training?
Right when the what's it called? The season ended, they said that Rojas was going to spend the winter in Clearwater.
Yeah,
I guess plans have kind of changed.
I guess they wanted him to play down there, so he was like, okay.
Yeah. What better way to get your hitting worked on than to play in actual games?
Yeah. But we can get back onto.
Yep. I forget how to say the guy's name. Passan. Is that?
Passan.
Yeah, Passan.
Jeff Passan.
Yeah. Philly's looking to shake up their team, is his quote underneath Alec Bohm on the trade block.
I like the trade block being there. Him being put on the trade block. Kind of lets a little fire under his butt.
I'm still one of those people that is still annoyed with Bohm.
I'm annoyed, but the whole
He'll have to come out really big next year for me not to be annoyed.
I'm still annoyed with the fact that he didn't see enough pitches. Am I annoyed that he didn't get hits? No, because are you annoyed at what's his face? JT?
No, I'm annoyed because of his attitude. That's what annoyed me.
Yeah, I will say that. But like a lot of people are mad that he didn't get a hit. Okay, are you mad at the 6 through 9 guys? Are you mad at our bench guys that
right?
At the end of the year we were harping on that? Oh my god, we have the greatest bench. If this guy's not hitting, we will plug him in. Cody came in and didn't really get much hits for us.
Right. No, his hitting doesn't go into me being annoyed with him at all. It's strictly his attitude on why I've been annoyed with him.
I don't think you've got a team that struggles with hitting.
Yeah.
You've got your top this year. It seemed like the guys that we could rely on to get at least one hit was Harp, Turner, Castellanos.
Yeah.
They all got a hit when we needed to get them to get a hit in late innings. They did the same thing. Bohm might have been a little bit during the regular season. Not too much though. But you're gonna add in a not great offensive guy like Alex Bregman to a team that already struggles with hitting. Sorry, I got ESPN notifications. My phone. 6s. Okay, we're good. Just making sure that there's no. We've had a little splashes too. I'm trying to find Bregman's numbers this year. Let's go to. So I want to make sure I'm getting this right. I don't want to give anyone fake news.
Yeah.
Okay, he did bat 375. Oh, sorry, he batted 260. He batted 375, I think, in the playoffs. He batted 260 with 26 home runs, 75 RBIs, and only a 768
Yeah,
Um,
which is his lowest in his
OPS.
entire career.
Yeah, that OPS. If you're gonna get rid of Bohm for a third baseman, I say you got to get rid of him for a guy that has a +8 OPS.
Oh, I completely agree. I'm not saying
Or
we should get Bregman. I'm just saying there's a rumor of it.
what was Bohm's? When you look at Bohm's, why look at
Yeah.
this other guy?
What would you like to know about Bohm?
Okay, not bad. What was his OPS this season?
This season, 779.
Okay, so I guess Bregman was a little bit better. I'm just worried that that was it. Was that his lowest in his career too? Bohm's.
No, second highest.
Okay, so it was a high for him. So he's trending up while
Yeah.
Bregman's going like
In
I don't know.
2020, it was 881 in only 44 games.
Yeah. So
21,
technically, it would
647.
be his highest.
Yeah. 647, 713, 765, and then this year, 779.
Okay. So there's another guy out there that I feel like you could get for cheaper and get like for a couple years if you really want to get rid of Bohm and get Miller ready. Ageni Eugenio Suarez. I always butcher his first name.
Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio. That's how
I
you say
learned
it.
that from MLB The Show. Yes, he was on my team
Um,
and wrote to the show.
he batted 256 with 30 home runs, 101 RBIs, and a 788 OPS.
And
It's
how many
his
plate appearances?
571.
Okay, so 35 less than Bohm.
Yeah. So it was his fourth highest,
Okay,
which again, is he trending up for a couple more years? And is he doing a little one of those little hump? Or is he gonna go and go down? Like,
right.
could you get him on a 1-2 year deal and have him sit behind,
Yeah,
or have Miller sit behind him for a little bit and play him in and out of these games and throw Miller in there and like get him
right.
just completely ready? Or I
I don't
don't
know.
think Bregman is our answer.
Yeah, neither do I. Since he's a Astros player, I already don't like him. But once they come to your team, that usually changes, as shown by
Yeah,
Bryce Harper.
yeah. Everyone wants Bregman. I just don't see the upside in getting him. And I know a lot of people are.
Do you know if he's a locker room guy?
I haven't heard anything against him being.
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't heard anything bad about him. Also, haven't heard anything good about him.
I don't know.
Someone I see here, the most interesting prediction heard from while the Phillies land, but Alex Bregman, his swing translate in that park, strong defense, lots of postseason scar tissue. Someone commented on that. Bregman is older than Bohm and will be much more expensive. I'd hesitate to make the move if I'm being honest. Which again,
Yeah,
I'm in that same boat. Like he's so much older, so much more expensive than Bohm. I don't know. I'm just people are saying um that some people are saying that they want to deal either Justin Crawford or Andrew Miller for Garrett Cochet.
yeah.
Um,
I was gonna say I only have one more thing for the Phillies, and it is that Phillies and the Dodgers are most aggressive for Crochet.
I don't know. I think Andrew Miller's a pretty good ball player. I would like to keep him. I would not like to give either of those guys up.
Right. I agree.
Just
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll get
I
more
think
rumors.
yeah, I think we're just such a like a this is what I think, this is what you think. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, comment down below if you're getting this far into the podcast. But yeah, just kind of let us know
Right.
what you think. There's not much rumors other than that. I would love a big splash this off season. Um, maybe wait to shake up the lineup. Maybe um, if he's not performing, I don't know. I would say wait until
There's a lot of pros and cons to this, and it's usually like more pros or more cons, but this one's pretty even in pros and
this
cons.
one, because again, you got to look at who's our free agents next year, and
That's
this is all
true.
going to depend on if we sign people for if we go get Swartz and sign him for a 1 year deal, if we uh, sign Hoffman or bullpen guys for 1 year deals, which a guy that we both talked about, Joe Kelly, I think he is going back to the Dodgers.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure he's off the board. I know this isn't really a guy we wanted, but Travis Darnell,
Yeah. Oh, he's a
he
catcher.
he's a catcher. He was with the Braves.
Bless you.
Thank you. He went to the Angels,
Okay.
so he's out of a division, which is pretty good. But I don't know. I think
We can trade Stubbs to the Braves.
yeah, there we go. We can. Marchand could be. I don't know. It's just
That's still someone I'll
it's.
be very surprised if he returns to the team.
I'm
It's
surprised.
Stubbs.
But you again, like I said earlier in the podcast, you have Castellanos and Schwarber. That are you going to resign them next year?
Right.
Like, where's that going? Could you trade them to both teams that need a strong bat that can get them a run here, run there? So
Right. I don't know.
who knows?
You want to go on to the Flyers?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
go on the Flyers. First and foremost, I don't know what kind of stuff they're drinking on the bench there, but 3 shootout game, not even overtime, not even one ended in overtime. Since the
Yeah.
last podcast, we've 2-1 and won 2 in shootout and lost 1 in shootout. So
Yeah.
I'll take it.
And I
We're getting a point.
believe all three of them we scored the first goal.
Yes,
Okay.
I believe so. We went first last night, and I think we went second the other 2 nights, and we scored the first goal. Maybe not with the Panthers, but I know Tampa.
I'm pretty sure we did for the Panthers too.
Did we? Let me see if I can go look real quick.
Yeah, I'll let you know in a second. Yep.
Which did we score first?
Yep.
So it's good to see because we're getting 1 point. We're now 6th in the division. We're 2 points behind the Islanders for 5th.
Hey,
We're
at least
10
we're not
points
last
behind
anymore.
Jersey. Yeah. We're 10 points behind Jersey. We're tied with Pittsburgh, actually, at the moment.
I know it's early, but the top 4 teams make the playoffs, right? Like it's 8 per conference.
So there's 3 divisional. So there's 2 divisions. Both
Mhm.
get 3, and then 2 extra. So it's 8 versus 8
Okay.
on each side.
Yeah, when I
Six
went to the
teams.
Western, as of yeah, it's early, but as of right now, Central has 3 teams and the Pacific has 5 teams.
In the Eastern,
It's split
Atlantic
4 and
and
4.
Eastern has 4-4.
Yeah.
So we are currently the 4 team out behind the
Yep.
Senators, which they're only at 16 points. And we play them tomorrow.
For me, it says Senators are 14.
They have 14 points.
Yeah.
Oh, mine it says 16. We have 14.
Yeah. You know,
What
for
did
me,
I
it says
say?
Senators 14, us 14.
No,
I don't know. What are you
I don't know.
using?
ESPN.
I'm using Real.
No,
I don't know.
maybe what? Because there's other teams. There's New
Yeah.
York that's tied with them at 16, and then Tampa,
New York Islanders.
New York Islanders are tied with them.
So for me, it says Islanders 15, Lightning 15, Sabres 15.
Yeah, Lightning and Sabres have 15 for me, and then Ottawa and New York have.
This is interesting.
So technically, we're like 13, and then Penguins also tied with 14.
Yeah.
But
Very interesting.
yeah, Michkov so far has played 14 games, has 5 goals, not including, unfortunately, not including shootout, because I feel like I think in all 3 games he had at least 2 goals. 7 assists and 12 points, which is pretty good from a young guy. I'm
Yeah.
just going to start rattling off things. We can kind of talk about him. Sam Earson over the last 6 starts, 4-0-1 with a 915 save average, only giving up 2.27 goals a game. So
Wow. I wonder where that
getting
ranks
close to
among
1.
others.
And only 1 shootout, which you got to remember when Carter Hart's legal stuff was coming out, he was the backup that wasn't really known as a starter and has now transitioned into a starter.
Yeah.
I think I have one more stats on here, and then I have something else to talk about. I do not.
I still don't have much to talk about. I'm still trying to learn how to keep up with it.
But the other thing about the Flyers was they got couple. They've got a young guy. I don't know where he came from.
We are
Andre.
second in penalties drawn per game behind the Bruins.
We got a couple young guys that are helping us out too. But Konechny has also started to pick his stuff up. I don't want to say the other word because don't want to get monetized or anything. But he's starting to. Him and Tippett are starting to look like the guys we wanted.
Yeah, they're waking up.
They're starting to wake up. But in not Tippett's case, Travis's case, he's 8. He has 8 goals, 9 assists, 17 points, -7. We like him positive, but we can't get things we love and are liking always. But the other night, I think it was after the second period, he could have had 3 goals in the second period. Missed a wide open net. They interviewed him. I think he scored 1 in the second, but missed 2 more. Had a wide open net, and he was quote. They asked him what he's telling himself when he's going back to the bench. And it's like one of the greatest quotes ever. He goes, "Idiot." I was like, that's awesome. But it just seems like he's starting to starting to get hard on himself again,
Yeah,
and like trying to make himself work harder.
which
Also,
is pretty good.
he was also in another interview praised Mamitrov on how he's doing, and they asked him how does that feel that a guy like Travis is um, talking all that plays on you, and he said, if Travis is saying that, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah,
So looks like he's also starting to be into that leadership. Um, and yeah, it's just
yeah,
gangs starting to fall together a little bit.
yeah.
Um,
If we can beat the Senators, I feel that would be very good for this team.
yes. Something else, especially because we've been in shootout the last 3 games, is I don't know if you've watched any or have watched any clips of the
If it's
shootout.
not nationally broadcasted, I can't really watch it right now.
Um, if if go on YouTube, watch all the shootouts, watch the
Okay.
replays, all that, you will see. I think Travis Konechny is one of the best um, shootout guys. He's just so patient, and the thing about shootout is we haven't done this in a while. We got to teach you a little bit more about hockey. I was telling my girlfriend this when we were watching it. I'm like, it's you versus the goalie. You always got to be moving forward. You can't move backwards. You can move side to side, but it's got to be a move to precede you to the goal.
Yeah.
And
I remember that from when we would play the video game a lot.
Joe,
The shootout's pretty much the only thing I understand because that's the mode I enjoyed playing.
Yes. The how do I want to say this? The most patient guy wins
Yeah.
that battle. If again, go back and watch. You can watch all 3 of them because I think he scored in all 3 too. If you go back and watch, you will see him. He will sit there in front of the crease, be going sideways. During the Sharks, the guy got down and he flipped it right up over his shoulder. Tampa, I think he did the same exact thing because Valinsky, or however you say his name, went down and he was the most patient there. He made the goalie make the first move,
Yeah.
so he knew where he was going, and then he just puts it away from him, puts him in the back of the net. I actually want to say he didn't score in Florida. I think he missed the net, but it was a good shot.
Okay.
And I think the goalie didn't beat him; he beat himself. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
So, but we always do this because that's kind of the last thing I have for the Flyers.
Yeah.
Then we can move back on to. We can probably move to the Sixers.
By our next, we'll go to our break and then the Sixers.
Yep.
For our next podcast, as we've said, the Senators, and then the Sabres, then the Avalanche, and then
podcast
the
night
we're recording is against the Hurricanes again.
And that you I don't know if you'll be able to watch 3 in a row there. I don't know if NHL Network is nationally broadcasted.
I got no idea.
You know what? Do you like listening to things?
It depends on what I'm doing.
If you get the NHL app, you can listen to the Flyers.
Oh. The only issue is me not understanding stuff they might say.
True. you could always text me or call me, whatever.
Yeah.
And I know I have other fans out there with me, other Flyers fans out there with me who are my age that have grown up listening to this guy because ever since I remember listening to the Flyers games, he was the broadcaster, and anyone older probably remembers from a long time ago. The radio announcer goes, and he's like he does this like funny, just
Yeah.
amazing like tone to any scores, and it's you gotta listen to it.
Okay.
It's amazing. My father hates it, but I love it. But yeah, the rest of the month of November,
Yeah.
um, Ottawa, Buffalo, Colorado, Carolina, Chicago, Vegas, Nashville, Rangers, Blues. Isn't it bad if you can win most of those? So I
I don't
know
know.
we haven't been good against Carolina, and
Yeah.
Colorado is always a good team. Vegas, I'm
Really,
pretty
the
sure a good
only
team.
team we're going to be playing that doesn't have a at least close record to us is the Hurricanes.
Yeah, and we beaten the Blues before,
Yeah.
so
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we're 500 or better by the time November's over.
yeah. So we
Because the
shall
team
see.
seems like it's waking up,
Yes,
like the Eagles did.
yeah. So
You
who
got
knows?
anything else for the Flyers?
I do not just keep on going. Just
Yep.
win games
Yeah.
normally, please.
Right.
I don't like watching all of this now.
We'll be right back after this short message. We're excited to tell you guys we're now working with In the Clutch. They make some awesome shirts for baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer. And if you can't decide on what shirt you want to get, they even offer $10 mystery shirts.
Yeah, I've got one of the shirts on right now. Pretty common shirts. I've talked about this one before. Great, 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 great material. Everything about it. They have all kinds of player tees, Phillies, Flyers, Sixers for you guys. Our store link will be down below.
Yep.
Discount code ZB Philly Sports Pod will get you $10 off of your entire order. So,
Yeah, and I'll have that code pop up on the screen right here as well. And now back to your regularly timed programming. All right, welcome back. Before we get into the Sixers, I do want to talk about Greg Popovich because that notification just came through a few minutes ago. He has been out for a while, if you weren't aware, because he suffered a mild stroke on November 2nd, and he is expected to make a full recovery, which thankfully, and a
yes.
timeline for his return has not been determined. I wouldn't be surprised if this is his last year coaching, just because of that news.
I'm surprised he still is coaching. But
Yeah, he has been around for a while.
we
Going
can
to
get
the
on
Sixers,
to
I guess now.
yeah, let's do it.
Since our
Um,
last recording, lost to the Clippers, lost to the Lakers, beat the Hornets in overtime.
yeah.
Jared McCain had a very, very good game. Clamped up LaMelo Ball a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Then last night we lost to the Knicks in Embiid's return. You could tell that Embiid was not ready to return.
No,
Well, yes, he's ready. He's just I shouldn't have said that. Yes, he was ready. He doesn't seem like he has the chemistry built up with this team yet.
I know where you were going. I don't think they. I don't know how to say it.
Right.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I think he had 13 points last night.
Yeah.
I was not home. The game was on where I was, but wasn't really able to watch it. It was pretty much scorekeeping. And up until the fourth quarter, I was home. Got to watch most of it. From what I watched, Jared McCain looked very good. Paul George looked okay. I barely got to see Embiid because he didn't play much of the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks are a very annoying team.
I hate them.
Yeah. Um. Maybe not. And tonight we have the Cavs, which just came out that Embiid and Paul George both will not be playing against the best team in the NBA.
After I saw a tweet that said from 3 hours ago that said that he is going to play tonight, and that he knows he said that he will never play back to backs, but he's
Yeah.
just trolling.
Yeah, he like he said in the offseason, whatever the team has to do to stop him from playing, they are gonna have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know
Maybe
if you remember his quote.
maybe it was the team that
Yeah,
told him like, "Hey, you can't go tonight
yeah,
whatsoever,"
right.
and which I feel like it is.
It
I don't
100% is.
like he was probably like, "Hey, I'm playing no matter what."
Yeah,
Said that, and then they were like,
right,
"No, you're not.
right.
You
Because
got
not
to spy
only
on
is
this."
it the best team in the NBA right now, they have two amazing big defenders. So it'll make
Yeah,
Embiid work extra hard, which we don't need him to do at this point in the season.
yeah,
Like I saw, I forget who it was on Twitter. Someone in response to the Sixers being 1-7 a few days ago. His response was, "I'd rather my team struggle with injuries in November than come playoff time," which I
yeah.
completely
It's
agree
great
with.
that we're actually struggling
Yeah,
with it now.
with Maxi's
Uh,
hamstring injury, I honestly don't think it's as bad as it is having him out however many weeks. Because if you remember, I think it was the first week of the season, he injured his thumb and was considered
yeah,
day to day. That thumb injury he had is a lingering injury that can mess with someone's shot for a year or two.
yeah,
So they're probably just giving him time to heal that as well, which you could tell it was affecting him in his games. He wasn't
yeah,
passing right, he wasn't shooting right. He looked uncomfortable out there.
yeah. He still put up like 240 plus games or whatever like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's called adrenaline.
Yeah, right. Um, but staying on last night's game, I saw that from Philly Sixers Gallery. This Paul George last night had 29 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 10 for 19 from field goal, um, 7 for 11 from 3 point, which his 3 points did look pretty good last night. Um, I I don't know why. So Mike Brennan's not a Flyers fan, but not he is a Flyers fan,
A hockey
not
fan.
not a hockey fan. I'm not a basketball fan, but I'm a Sixers fan, and I'm like Brendan in the beginning of the Flyers season. You there was times where you're like, oh yeah, I forgot the Flyers played tonight or something like that. I
Yeah,
always do that with the Sixers, and I always catch them in like the fourth quarter.
yeah.
That's what I did with the Hornets. That's what I did with. I did watch the Lakers. I did fall asleep to it though, which stinks. Um, but I did watch last night's game through and through.
Yeah,
I watched the NBA Cup last year, and I loved it. Uh,
I
but
did want to talk about the NBA Cup then.
uh, Paul George's threes did look like he was on fire again. He hit a lot of good threes.
I did see that
Uh,
he's been facilitating the offense very well since Maxi's been out.
yeah. He played 32 minutes a game last night, which was good. Something else I had is you said something about McCain.
Yeah,
Um, Again, I hate Duke. I hate Duke. And when he got before he was drafted, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this guy. Not just because he went to Duke, because
yeah.
he wasn't a star stellar player.
When he got drafted, I went and watched some of his highlights, and I was pretty happy about it. Like his shooting and everything. I was when I was talking to people, I would compare him to JJ Redick's role with the Sixers, and he's already exceeded that. Like defensively and whatnot, he has definitely exceeded what I thought he was going to do this early in his career.
Yeah. So his last 3 games, again, also from Philly Sixers Galaxy, 22.7 points per game, 2.3 rebounds per game, 2 assists per game, averaging 45.1% from field goal, 40.7 from 3 point. Also has 9.03 points per game, 100% from the free throw line, and 30.6 minutes per game, which
Yeah,
I think that's pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic from a guy that I didn't think
Yeah. Now,
was
I wish they would still play Ricky Council because I think I say this every week now. Last year he did so well when they played him, and this year they're barely giving him a chance. Like I think his highest points not points, highest minutes I've seen this year was 11, and that was first half. Yeah, first half minutes.
yeah, and it's not he's just doing that like all game. There's another one that it says 17.2 points per game in games where he's played at least 15 minutes, 20 points per game when he's played at least 20 minutes. So it's not like he's just
Oh,
doing that like overall, like he's putting up numbers when he's um put like playing a lot of minutes, like he's
yeah,
been there.
yeah,
Um Someone else I saw this and I wanted to bring it up. They said this should be the lineup, no doubt. Maxi McLean, George Yabusele,
yep,
yes, and Embiid.
yeah.
Which
I agree.
with Embiid out, I think it should be Drummond. But Yabusele, I've watched him play. He's a really good player. He
Yeah,
can
he is.
it
He has
and
clearly grown his game in the past 5 years. You
we talk.
obviously don't remember him on the Celtics. I do.
I remember him very little.
He was an end of the bench guy.
Was he on Cleveland too?
Nope, just the
Okay,
Celtics. I think just the Celtics.
I thought he was on a different team. But he we've been talking about like are we gonna get Celtics Yabusele or were we gonna get London?
Yeah,
And I think we got. I don't think he missed a beat from London. Uh, I don't know. And
his game
now
has
we're
matured. That's all that
yeah.
happened.
Now that we're saying this, and hopefully they sit and be let him rest, whatever, so he can play um, this year. How's that chemistry? Like the chemistry was there a little bit last night. I saw they were in a little bit with each other. Um, but how is that gonna? Was Paul George was not on the U.S. team, right?
Correct.
Um, I don't know. I think that's a good rotation, and then you
Yeah,
have
I
six
agree.
man as whoever you want off the bench because
Yeah,
there's pretty
but at the
good
same
bench
time,
guys.
depending on who we're playing, I'd rather have McCain come off the bench for that scoring.
True. Yeah.
Because I would like Kelly Oubre or Caleb Martin in the starting lineup for defensive purposes.
Ooh, Ube did play pretty good last night. Last
Right.
night I saw a lot of dumb shots though too. Like
Yeah, I saw that from the entire team when I watched it in the fourth
oh,
quarter.
I'm not even just talking about Ube. Ube is good. But yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but last night was the first game of the in-season tournament. I'm still learning exactly like what rules and whatnot go into it. But our group, we're East Group A. It has the Knicks, the Magic, the Nets, the Hornets, and us.
Okay.
If it's like last year, I believe the tournament is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But we don't play on another Tuesday or Thursday for the rest of the month. So I'm honestly not sure because we play the Magic this Friday, so maybe it's Tuesdays and Fridays. Yeah, because then we play the Nets next Friday. Yeah, that's probably what it is. They probably switched it to Tuesdays and Fridays this year. If any of you know, feel free to leave a comment and correct us.
Yes, we would love to be
Um,
collected.
yeah, but I wanted to bring up something funny. This was a few days ago. Tobias Harris, as you know, on the Pistons now, they lost to the Rockets 101 to 99. Tobias Harris went to the free throw line with 5 seconds left in the game, and he missed both free throws, which would have sent them to overtime. Yeah, I found it very funny. Um,
Yeah, and he wanted to talk. So the NBA Cup, the next game for the Sixers is Friday.
Yep. Okay.
So it does look like
The Emirates Cup, you mean?
they don't play next Tuesday though.
Right.
They
I
play
think it's that Friday.
and then it's that next Friday against the Nets, and then they don't
Which
play Tuesday.
Ben
They
Simmons
play.
has been talking a lot this year. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I have not. They don't play. So after the 22nd, they don't play until I'm guessing that's next Friday. No, Tuesday 26th, November 29th. They don't play on November 29th. They
Yeah, they don't play until
December
December
3rd.
3rd then. You also got to realize all these teams have other games that they have to play as well.
That's true.
And these games still count towards their regular season win-loss, whatever.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's the reward for it is a trophy and bonuses for players. But the quarterfinals are going to be December 10th and 11th, semifinals December 14th, and the final December 17th, which that'll move around the schedule a little bit for whatever teams make it.
Yeah.
And even if we don't make it, it can still affect our schedule. If we're playing them later in the year, it might get moved around. I don't really have all that much left for the Sixers.
That's all I had for the Sixers.
It's growing pains right now. That's really all it is. We're not the only team that has a lot of injuries. Most of the other Eastern Conference teams, besides the Celtics and Cavs, have a lot of injuries. But this year, it does seem like a lot more teams are going to be able to compete against the Celtics for this East title.
Yeah.
You want to move on to the Eagles?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
I just saw this. If I can bring this up real quick.
Yeah.
The Washington Commandos, gotta watch what I say, are going to be without cornerback Marshawn Lattimore Thursday against the Eagles.
Yep.
I was put out 58 minutes ago.
I was going to say that.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. You want to get into our previous game predictions first?
Yep. And then we can get into the...
So, the score was 34-6. My prediction was 41-19. Yours was 28-14. They exceeded your expectations. One less touchdown than I was expecting. But we both were way off for the Cowboys score.
I thought the Cowboys put it down a little bit better, but...
First down, you guessed Hurts, I guessed Barkley. It was Hurts.
Before we keep going, I just want... I gotta say this after saying that my expectation... We were talking about last year if I should or should not sit CD. I did not sit him. I wanted to be screwed by him, but he didn't screw me that bad. So we can keep going.
First touchdown, you guessed Barkley. I guessed AJ Brown. It was Hurts.
I should have.
Yeah. Well, you got first down correct.
Well, yeah.
First sack, you guessed Josh Sweat. I guessed Nakobe Dean. It was Bryce Huff with a strip sack.
Yep.
Anytime interception, you guessed Kenyon. I guessed Blankenship. It was CJ. Offensive player of the game, you said Devontae Smith. He had a very bad game.
He did not have a good game.
And I guessed Hurts. And we agreed on Hurts. I did say A.J. Brown has an argument for it, but we still went Hurts for rushing touchdowns as well. Defensive player of the game, you said Blankenship. I said Kenyon. Neither of us were wrong. We basically agreed that Vic Fangio called a great game.
Yeah.
The
Him
defense.
/ the defense.
Yeah.
It was overall great.
And special teams player, you had Jake Elliott. I had Shipley. The time that I think he'll be out there is the time that he wasn't out there. But we agreed that it was DeJean because he had a few nice returns.
Yeah.
Before we do our next predictions, let's talk about this Cowboys game.
It was
Before we start this Cowboys game, did you see the Cowboys cheesesteak? Did you see that going around social media?
no.
At the stadium, the Cowboys have a cheesesteak.
Mm-hmm.
Sliced sirloin steak, grilled to perfection with onions and secret cheesesteak seasoning, piled high on a soft hoagie bun, topped with jalapeno jack queso. No, I'm reading it word for word.
I know, but
Okay.
I'm saying it's a sub bun.
Yeah.
That's how us Phillians call it. Say it.
In October 1999, the Dallas vs. Philly rivalry inspired a fresh Texas twist on an American classic, and a stadium menu staple was born at the home of the Dallas Cowboys. George Wasai, vice president, Legends Hospitality for AT&T Stadium, led the development of the Cowboys cheesesteak recipe, a fan favorite that's been served for 25 years. They're making this sound like it's some huge thing.
Yeah.
That it's game day's top-selling sandwich. Yeah. I don't know. It's
Cowboys are
they
stupid.
want to be us
So
very
much
badly,
stupid.
is what
Yeah.
I take from it.
They're
But
just stupid.
yeah, you want to talk about offense or defense first?
Really want to talk about defense.
Okay.
It was just
Guantanamo Bay had CeeDee Lamb locked up.
hit him.
CeeDee
What did you
Lamb,
call him?
Guantanamo Bay, the prison called Guantanamo Bay or something like that.
Okay.
No, I saw that nickname and I love it.
I like it too. I'm just asking so I can call. Sorry.
Yeah,
Say it one more time.
I said Guantanamo Bay because it's Kenyon Mitchell.
Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did not come up with that nickname. I've seen it on Twitter and Instagram.
I
But
like it. That's why I wanted to hear it 4
Yeah.
times.
CeeDee Lamb versus Eagles cornerbacks yesterday. Or not yesterday. I'm reading it and it says yesterday. My bad. Darius Slay, 1 target, 0 catches. Did you see Darius Slay's pass breakup? He wasn't even looking at the ball. He was looking at CeeDee Lamb and it hit him right here. Kenyon Mitchell, 1 target, 1 catch for 5 yards. DeJean, 3 targets, 2 catches for 1 yard. Isaiah Rodgers, 1 target, 1 catch for 6 yards.
So who was Mitchell on? Was he on? I didn't get to watch most of the game because again I was at
Mitchell
work.
was on him for most of the game, I believe, but CD was in the slot. So it's basically like wherever he lined up. If he was on the outside, it was usually Slay until they took Slay out, and that's when Rodgers was on him, I believe. Kenyon was on him for most of the game, and DeJean, just when they happened to line up against each other, is when he was on him. I think.
I would say I think our backs are the best part of our defense.
Of the
Makes
past
sense.
2 weeks, I would agree with you. Before that, it was
Yeah.
the line and linebackers. We're really coming together as a whole team.
Yes. And I just what it was 4 sacks altogether. Or not sacks, sorry, fumbles.
Yep.
We talked about
Yeah, I think the Cowboys just went to the locker room and rubbed butter all over their gloves.
Yeah. DeJean had one.
Mm-hmm.
Huff had one.
Bond had one or recovery. And Dean, I believe, had one of them or a recovery.
Just look it up.
Yep.
Well, I think Rodgers had one too. If I'm not mistaken. Hutz fumbled and lost his.
Mm-hmm.
Bond recovered one. Milton Williams recovered one. Blankenship recovered one. And DeJean recovered one.
Yeah, we had 3 forced fumbles, 4 recoveries.
I don't know. All I know is Huff had one of the.
Oh, Bond had 2 forced fumbles, 1 recovery. Milton Williams had 1 recovery. Huff had a forced fumble. Blankenship and DeJean had a recovery. Josh
Lot of-
Sweat was basically MIA again. Jordan Davis, I don't know what happened to him.
Not a lot of QB hits though.
Yeah,
Only 6, but again, if
Cooper
you
Rush
read
was
through,
getting rid of the ball really quick.
I was just about to say, if you read through the thing, the play-by-play, it seemed like it. What we looked at it, that sack wasn't until the third quarter. I almost
Yeah.
said that period.
Yeah,
So
we had an
it wasn't.
interception that I think was in the 4th quarter, maybe the 3rd quarter, by CJ, and 7 pass deflections.
They only limited them to 146 total yards. Passing, it was only 49. Like
Yeah,
and rushing was only 97. So it's not like
right.
they had 5 turnovers.
We locked them
4
down.
fumbles,
That's basically what it
an
is.
interception. We possessed the ball most of the time. Only gave them 11 first downs.
I do want to move on to the Eagles. Not the Eagles, the offense. 2 quick things, congratulatory. Jalen Hurts, 50 career rushing touchdowns. I think it was rushing touchdowns. Yeah, 50 career rushing touchdowns. And Johnny Wilson, first career NFL touchdown. Yeah.
I will say, that was a sloppy fumble though.
Yeah, it was.
So, but again,
But it was made up
you're
for.
gonna have those, and yeah,
But
obviously didn't score a touchdown on it.
First week of the season, somebody not named Saquon, AJ, or Devontae, Saquon, AJ, Devontae, or Hurts finally scored a touchdown.
Yeah, I feel like that's all we've been going to recently.
I don't know what happened to Devontae Smith that game. Kind of might have lost me fantasy matchup.
How did you do in a league?
In our league, I won by a lot because the guy didn't take out Dak Prescott, and Bengals defense got up negative points. I won by almost 100 points.
I think was me, you, and Hunter are so tied. Shout out, Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're tied, and then I think there's a tie for.
I know my girlfriend's right
place
behind us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's do a quick fantasy.
Yeah, 3 tied for first, 2 tied for fourth, 3 tied for 6th.
Shout out Kenzie.
1 in 9th, 1 in 10th, 1 in 11th, 1 in 12th. Oh wow, Dennis has been eliminated from the playoffs already.
I was just about to say Dennis is. Well, he's
and he tries too.
Does he really?
Yeah, I feel bad for him. He does try. He has Justin Tucker, George Kittle, Devontae Smith, DeAndre Hopkins, Brock Purdy, David Montgomery.
To whoever.
Tyjae Spears.
I know this is not like Eagles related, much fantasy related. Just want to shout out something real quick.
God,
who was I arguing with about the Bears and Caleb Williams? Was it Josh?
Yeah. Yep.
Shout out Josh. Just want to let you know, you can say it was all the offensive coordinator's fault. Jaden Daniels is 10 times better than Caleb Williams, even on a bad team.
Right.
So I'm gonna just say my piece. And also shout out you. We argued about the Vikings not being good this year. All I gotta say, I know ball. I know ball.
You should text him after this is over.
I will. I don't think he watches it. I'm gonna text him and be like, "Hey, watch the hour 30 minute."
Yeah.
Uh,
Now, I'm excited to see how this goes. In this league, I'm 8-2. Other league, I went down to 7-3. I have a lot of injuries in my other one.
my other league. So okay, my other league. I'm second in this. No, sorry. I'm first in this league. I'm actually second in my other league.
Same. I was tied for first up until this week.
That's on me. Sorry.
Um, but in our league, I really need to free up a roster spot, but I cannot drop anyone. I'm thinking about dropping Cade Otton, but at the same time, he's the 5th ranked tight end, so I can't do that. Then Bucky Irving, that's my second option.
Oh, I've told you. We can do this right here, right now. I'll give you Doodle.
Who?
Rico Doodle, Cowboys running back.
Dowdle.
Doodle. I call him Doodle because I like to call him Doodle.
No, I would, like I said, I would give you Laporta and someone else for one player.
But who am I going to give you? I'm not giving you St. Brown. I'm not giving you Pickens for sure. I'm not giving you Henry. I'm not giving you Aaron Jones, and I'm not giving you Nick Chubb. And I'm guessing you don't need Brock Bowers.
I don't. I have him in my other league too. Because
I'm
I
not
have
giving you
3
Mahomes.
tight ends right now. Oh, I was going to say, I'll do like Laporta and Stroud for Mahomes. I thought about sending you that
Maybe.
the other day.
How about this? I'll give you Christian Watson and Mike Gesicki for.
I don't need a tight end. My whole point is getting rid of one of my 3 tight ends.
How about this? I'll give you Watson and Leggett. Leggett.
How's
Whatever
Leggett
his name
doing?
is.
Not very good.
Yeah, both of them have the bye.
Where's Watson? How's Watson doing? Even worse.
He's averaging 6.6 points.
Yeah. You gotta realize, if I trade with you, who I'm tied with, I can't have something that's gonna make me so much worse. Like, neither of those guys are someone I will end up using. I
Are
really
you
could.
using Laporta? Dude, you're giving me someone who averages 8 points. I just gave you 14 points.
You can't look at the averages for him, though, because he started off slow, and then 3 of his
Dude.
last 5 are 12, 16, 15.
Yeah, and the other ones are 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And he started off slow. So,
Yeah, he started off slow, and then the bye week came, and he ramped up.
He got 12 points against
Would you
a
rather
crappy
have?
Dallas team. He
Would you
got
rather have
16
Zach
points
Ertz?
against a crappy Tennessee team. And last week's Houston game was a fluke. And he's probably going to get crappy good points for a Jacksonville team, Indiana team, and a Chicago team.
Would
Green
you
Bay,
rather
he might
have
not
Zach
get good
Ertz?
teams. No. I
Oh,
don't need a
Cade
tight
Otton.
end. I don't need a tight end.
Yeah, you do.
Brock Bowers is getting me the points I need.
Oh, I also have Tyrone Tracy.
He's getting me.
How about this?
Even in Cincinnati, when they played like crap, he still got me 15 points.
Yeah.
There's only been 2 weeks that he's been below 10 points, and it was 5 against Cleveland and 7 against Carolina.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
And I was 3 and 4.
So how about for, I don't know, I don't even know where to go. You give me Mahomes and Dowdle. I'll give you one of the tight ends. I don't know if I want to give you Trace. I'll give you Austin Eckler, one of the tight ends, and CJ Stroud.
I
Who
don't need a running back.
you're
I just
getting
told you
rid
I have
of.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah,
I
you're
have
getting
Derrick
rid of
Henry.
Dowdle, so you need another backup.
I don't need another backup. My backup's playing in my flex spot. And when Derrick Henry goes on by in week 14, okay, I put Dowdle in there, possibly.
Yeah.
Or I can put Leggett in there, maybe Gesicki. Or we can go add a flex guy.
Yeah. Do you know how the Niners defense or Packers defense have been doing? Yeah, I'm not adding someone while we're on the thing. Okay, back to the Eagles.
Oh yeah, let's get back there.
We have waived Jack Stoll,
Who
tight end.
even is that?
You don't know who that is? Fake fan.
Wait, maybe I know who that is. I don't know.
No, it's just because Goddard's back. They needed
Okay.
another spot. But not this week. Tomorrow on Amazon Prime, we play the Commanders. This is showing
We going
if
somewhere for that.
we are a good team and if the Commanders are a good team. This is pretty much what's showing that.
Yeah.
This is either, I don't know, this is definitely going to be a high scoring game for both teams. I wouldn't be surprised if both teams have 3 or 4 touchdowns. But because of that, Jake Elliott is going to be my special teams player of the game.
Oh, we're just gonna get right into it now.
I feel if we make our predictions while we talk about it, it might help us a little bit. Because we're thinking about it. I don't know.
We can start it whenever.
I don't know.
I also
All I know is
Louisville.
Elliott's going to be my special teams player of the game.
Okay, we'll get into that.
Yep.
Unless you want to start predicting now.
I say we predict as we talk about the game. Do you want to go with the offense or the defense first?
Go offense first.
Okay. I do think Devontae Smith is going to have a better game than he had last week, but will he have a better game than Barkley is my question about it.
That's what I was just about to say. I'm going Barkley.
If you're going Barkley, I will go Devontae for offensive player of the game.
I'm going Barkley just because I feel like this is a Barkley type game.
Yeah. But Hurts does almost always play very well against Washington.
The only thing about the Hurts is I feel like we always go Hurts just because he always has all these touchdowns, and it's like, well, if we keep going on that, then what's the difference on
Right. See, it's
than us and the Heisman?
Right, but
Like,
it's not just passing touchdowns; it's also receiving touchdowns.
yeah,
Not receiving, rushing.
I know.
Why'd you agree with me?
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like if he has 4 total touchdowns again,
Yeah.
um,
I don't think he'll get it again with 4 touchdowns. I think we did that mostly because of the blowout that it became.
I just feel like we've gone him so many times, or like say he throws 2 and runs in one, you can put on the board now that he's going to have at least a tush push.
Yeah.
Like, especially because we're down by the goal line so much.
Yeah.
You know what I want to see them do?
Hmm.
I want to see them throw Barkley in as a wildcat. Like, have that formation there early.
Yeah.
And then bring everyone in for the tush push.
No, I agree.
Like, fake out the tush push. Like, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do the tush push. You're like,
so
oh, we're going to run Barkley.
It would kind of be like the setup for the Philly special then. These Hurts would be away, and then Hurts would come back to it. But Nick Foles went away from it, but didn't come back to it. You know what I mean?
I'm saying you have Hurts out there.
Yeah.
Are you saying he comes back and scores it? Or comes back and helps?
I'm saying he comes back for the snap. Or would he be the guy that's over on the side protecting the ball?
I think what you would do is you send him out wide. You send your strongest receiver out wide too. You've Barkley
AJ Brown.
Yeah. You've got it off the line or something like that. You hard count it twice. One, see what the defense is doing. Barkley goes up to the line. They all run back. Hurts stays off to the side of him like he's gonna take the snap, but Barkley actually takes the snap and lands it in. Just for a little different look. See if you
Yeah.
can use a different guy.
No,
Like
I do like that.
just kind of throw him off the game because now
Right.
they have
Right.
Saquon the Tank coming at them instead of Jalen Hurts, who was also a tank. I'm gonna go Barkley for a touchdown.
Okay. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Devontae just because I set him for offensive player of the game.
Also him for first down.
I'm trying to think of the score in my head. I was originally gonna say like 48, but that seems high.
Got one in my head already.
I'm saying
think it's
37. 37-20.
24-20.
Oh, that's a close game.
I think it's gonna be a close game. And I'm guessing you can guess who my special teams of the game is gonna be?
DeGene,
Nope.
Elliott.
Yep. Game winning field goal.
Whoa. So are you doing 24-20 or 23-20?
24-20.
Okay.
Because we're gonna get 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be 21-20. And then
If it's 21-20, I already know.
Oh, sorry. 21-21.
24-21.
24-21.
Okay.
I just realized I was saying 24-20.
Yeah.
In my head, I was saying 24-21.
Okay.
But in my out loud, it was coming out 24-20.
Yeah. So you think it'll be similar to the Bills game from last year?
Yes.
I can see that. It would not surprise me.
I feel like
you said Barkley for first touchdown?
Yeah.
What about first down? I say Hurts.
I said Barkley too.
Okay. You got a real Barkley game.
I think it's gonna have to be.
You think Barkley will get the first sack too?
Yeah. He's actually gonna come out there. No, that's stupid. Don't say that, Zach. I was gonna say DeGene for the first sack.
It's possible. I almost said it. I said Bond. Bond, I'm gonna say this now. You can clip it whatever you want to do. I think Bond is gonna be our defensive player of the year.
I'm trying to think of the interception and defensive player of the game. Oh, I forgot sack. I was like, why do I only have 2?
For first sack, I have Bond. Interception, I have Kenyon. And defense player of the game, Kenyon. Terry McLaurin's going to have a horrible week.
Blankenship interception.
I like that.
A primetime interception. Who can I see doing it? Blankenship.
Yeah. I think he had one in that Bills game.
I think he did too.
That's really
I
funny.
don't. Are they wearing the Kelly Greens tomorrow night?
I don't think so.
I wish that would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, or if they did all black.
Yeah.
Don't they have the black helmet?
They do, because they had them for the
Not London.
Brazil Packers.
That would be nice. Is there any way I can check this?
I'm looking it up right now while you figure out your stuff. We wear them week 17 against the Cowboys.
The All Blacks?
Kelly Green.
Oh.
They have not announced, as far as I know, they have not announced jerseys for tomorrow.
I'm going to go DeGene defense.
All right.
I'm going to go
All you need is first sack.
Graham.
I like it.
From Michigan.
Yep. Go blue.
Blech.
Oh, Zach Bond got the NFC Player of the Week.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought I said that to you.
You might have.
Before we recorded. You just don't listen to me.
Nope. On Twitter, they have not said anything about.
I know, that's what I was looking.
I'm now going to Instagram just to see the jerseys. It would not surprise me.
I don't think we're going to get to see it until tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. Probably tomorrow morning.
Wow. Bryce Huff on 10 pass rush snaps versus the Cowboys. A 93.2 pass rusher grade. 2 pressures, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, and 20% pass rush win rate. Pretty good.
Wow.
Pretty good. You have anything else?
Hold on. I think I just found their uniform schedule.
Also, I want to say this. I'm seeing memes of the court. There's an SNL one. The blue is better than the red last year, but the blue is still not good.
It's not great, but I can actually watch it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I didn't like it.
So I looked it up. What jerseys are the Eagles wearing during Week 11? In Week 11, the Eagles will wear their Kelly Green throwback jerseys for the first of 2 times during the 2024 season. That's already wrong. The Eagles will wear the jerseys for a home game against the Jaguars. So, oh yeah, games got flexed, but I still don't think Jaguars were going to be Week 11. I think they were always Week 9.
Yeah, they were.
So I really do not know.
No clue.
Yeah, we just gotta wait and see. You got anything else? Like previews for this upcoming game? Any random predictions?
Just a game-winning field goal.
I'm saying Kenyon 2 interceptions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the interception is going to come late in the game.
But
I think Barkley gets 1 rushing touchdown. I feel like Brown get the touchdown, and Goddard gets a touchdown.
okay, all around game.
Yeah,
I do think it'll either be Jaden Daniels has a better game than Hurts even, or
yeah.
our defense shuts him down completely, and he has like one good quarter.
I think the interception's going to be like it's not going to be Daniel's fault. It's just going to bounce off.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're just going to have to see
Yeah.
tomorrow night. But yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'll be at home.
Beyond Wings.
I'll probably have the game right here while playing video games right here.
Yeah.
Or I'll have people over. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Right. You good?
Anything else?
Mm-mm.
All right.
We'll see you guys next week. Go Birds.
Peace. Go Birds.